Good afternoon. My name is Francisco Lugo-Pagan. About 2 days, 3 days ago, I did a whole wheat mixture to make sourdough, and I saved half of it after I make the first batch. So this is about 2 days, maybe 2 or 3 days later, and I'm going to go ahead and recharge the uh, the mixture, the mother mixture for the sourdough. So I'm going to be adding some more water. I had this concoction in the refrigerator for the past 2 days. I would say maybe 2 or 3 days, and allowing the yeast to lay dormant because of the coolness. So it's not really fermenting that fast, if any. I believe I might be wrong. So right now I took it out. I'm going to be adding some water to this mixture, a couple of tablespoons of sugar, and approximately 3 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to mix it and make sure that I can get a good reaction, that the yeast is waking up and that is growing. Once I do that, I will follow up and start a second dough for another uh, sourdough batch, and just continue this way and see how it changes. Last time I was really surprised that the whole wheat actually was as soft as it came out. I was expecting it to be lumpy and harsh because it was 100% whole wheat, and I have never eaten anything that was 100% whole wheat before. But I was pleasantly surprised. So let me go ahead and start with that and get it started. First thing I'll do is add a little bit more water to this. Not much because it already has plenty of water. I just want to activate the yeast that is already inside there. I've never done this before, but I believe that it's supposed to be getting like a nice sour taste on the dough. So I'm making sure that I want to have it nice and soapy. I don't want it to be too thick, because when I begin to do my dough, I want to make sure that this mixture with the yeast is liquid enough that it's going to get into every part of the new flour when I begin the new dough. So so far, oh wow, smells like it has a pungent smell to it right now. I think this is going to be. I think this is going to be what I was expecting, like a nice, real sourdough. I think this is it. But I want to make sure that I try a few times. Yeah, do I can see the foaming. It's foaming in there already. So that's 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of sugar to feed the yeast that is waking up. The yeast should be waking up right now because it's really foamy right here. You see that? All the foam going out. And I had this in the refrigerator for 3 days, 2 or 3 days. So this is really interesting. I thought that the yeast will go to sleep and it will take some time to get it to wake up. But here it is. Oh my goodness, it's really nice. It's a lot of foam in it, and really cool, really cool. And I'm gonna get three heaping. I'm gonna get three heaping spoons. Yeah, three heaping spoons of the whole wheat. But I'm really impressed so far. I'm liking it. I like the aroma. I can actually I can actually smell the pungent smell of the yeast, I think, working on it. So I'm really impressed. This is really good. I think this one is going to be better than the first batch with really nice sour. Yeah, I want to mix it up really good. Yeah, this is really nice. Nice liquid. So when it gets to the flour, once I'm done with this, once it gets into the flour, it's gonna be able to penetrate the whole flour. What I would have to do, maybe add one glass of water and about half of this mixture once, because it's gonna fill it up all the way to here. This is gonna grow up all the way. If it works like it did last time, this is gonna fill this up within a few minutes. I would say maybe 20 minutes. I think it took about 20 minutes last time for the dough to grow. So I'm expecting great things. You know what? I have 3 tablespoons. I'm gonna make it 4 to be safe. But I don't want it. I don't want it to be too dry. I want it to be nice and liquidy. So I'm gonna do 3 tablespoons of sugar, 4 tablespoons of whole wheat flour, and I added, I would say maybe half a cup of water to it. Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice. The aroma is incredible. Yeah, I can smell it. Yeah, this is sour. Um, I don't know if this is the way that the commercial people do it, but my understanding is that sourdough is good for you. At least that's my understanding. I will find out very quickly if it is good for me or not. Because I will find out very quickly. Because I know white flour is not good for you. That's guaranteed. But I will use white flour on my next batch to see the difference, because I think it's going to be a lot softer than this. But I want to be able to use the whole wheat, because my understanding, the fiber is going to be really nice from my system. So right now I'm closing this up, and I am going to go ahead and make sure that I let this like continue to feed the yeast and get as it gets warmer, because right here in Puerto Rico right now in my hometown is 84 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is burning hot. um, so I'm expecting this to start growing once I see that it gets to the very top of the bottle. I will come back. I'm gonna add three three cups of whole wheat flour, about one half a tablespoon of salt, three three cups of flour, the whole wheat flour, a little bit of a little bit more of sugar, maybe 1 or 2 tablespoons of sugar, and then I'm gonna use coconut oil in addition to this. Mix it up really nice. I want it to be like a really nice soft uh, dough. I don't want it to be like nice and tight dough like you find on the commercial things. Um, so that's what I'm going to do. Then I will let it ferment for about an hour. I will work it again to make sure that the uh, the dough gets to actually get worked. So I'm going to work it out. Then I will let it roll one more time and work it again. So I will basically be working the dough 3 times, giving it 1 hour in between to allow the gluten to begin to work. And last time I did it 3 times as well, and the bread came out really really nice. It was very nice and soft, very flavorful. This one I'm expecting it to be that way, so I'm going to do it that way. Work it really good, allow the gluten to begin to work, give it an hour break, work it again, another hour break, work it a third time, give it another hour break, and after that, after the third uh, time that I work the glue, then I'm going to go ahead and cook it like I did last time in my slow cooker. The heat is not as high as an oven, and it took me 3 hours on Monday. Oh, today's. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I did that. I did that on Tuesday, and yeah, I did that on Tuesday. Today's actually Monday. Oh my God, that's been there for quite some time. So I'm gonna be taking care of that. Work the dough 3 times. Then I'm gonna have to go back to the grocery store, get me some white flour and some more whole wheat flour. This is gonna be really nice, really really nice. So I'm gonna rest it and come back in about 20 minutes. I waited over 30 minutes thinking that the the sourdough mother was going to double in size. At the same time, it has not doubled in size. So I'm really disappointed. I thought that it was going to do that. So there might be a possibility that I did something wrong because the temperature is nice and hot. It's 84 degrees right here now. I'm sweating like crazy. And my understanding is that the yeast need anywhere between 70 degrees to, I believe, a maximum maybe 100 degrees Fahrenheit for it to grow. And I don't see that much growth on this at all during this time frame. There's very little growth. I might have to research it. I'm going to proceed with this, but at the same time, I don't believe that this is going to give me a good loaf of bread like the first one that I did. And I'm going to run it through anyways. I just want to see how it responds, and hopefully it works, and I have a nice sourdough at the end of this project. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm I'm going to be adding 3 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of salt, and I will also add, well, I already added 3 tablespoons of sugar, and I believe that I put 4 tablespoons of flour on this sourdough starter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up three cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of salt, and I will add 2 tablespoons of sugar just to be safe. Plus, I'm going to be adding some coconut oil, like I did yesterday, and approximately a cup, maybe a cup and a half of water. So the salt, sugar. I'm going to add about 2 more tablespoons. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of sugar because they need the sugar to ferment. And on top of that, I will be adding the flour. That's the first cup. This is the second cup. Three cups. Mix the gonna mix the flour, the salt, the sugar all together. My understanding is that salt kills the yeast.